Hey y'all, this your girl Naya B. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the bell so you can be aware of when I post new videos. How's everybody's day going? Mine's is good. I'm at home because I have a little one that's sick. So, yeah, I was like, let me do a video since, yeah, I'm at home. So without further ado, let's get into this video. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what it's about. We just gonna get into it. Let's go.
Creepy videos found on the internet. So I just moved into this house and I found this little room right here. And every time at night I keep hearing noises from the closet. Save it!
Pause. So the one that we just watched about her apartment, do you guys believe in like saging like your apartment or house before like you move into it? Put your answer in the comments because I believe in it.
Save it! Got it! Dogs are ready for bed. It's just a peaceful night here. Get ready to go to bed myself. What the fuck is that? What? Oh, God! Fuck!
Oh wow.
Alright, going random nodding. And it took us to this shady park in the middle of nowhere, so let's see what we find. All we see so far is like trees, a bridge. I think we have to go over this bridge, and our location's a little down there. What the fuck?
First of all, why would you get out of your car to find out what's going on in the woods? Like, who does that? It doesn't make any sense. I'll probably do it if I have people with me, but if I'm by myself, yeah, I'm not doing no dumb SHIT like that. That's crazy.
Oh, what the fuck? Should we keep going? What the fuck? Oh my god, she's following us.
Do you guys think that was real? I don't think that was real. I think it was scripted.
A young girl got home from school and happened to notice a hole drilled in a wall that she shared with a creepy neighbor. She was recording a video and asking her friends what to do when she happened to notice his eye staring back at her through the hole. What the fuck?
First off, why nobody ain't tell her, all right, man, you gotta go. Like, yeah, you doing too much in the hospital. Chill, girl. Oh wow. Would that be considered paralysis? Like, even though like he's not asleep, I think it would be considered paralysis, honestly. I was giving paranormal activity. It was one of those ones when the girl she went into like the lady's house and like yeah, like hella people was that like in it. That's what it reminded me of. But girl, mind your business. Whatever they doing, they doing. Ain't got nothing to do with you.
is that?
Did y'all see it? Oh wow.
I think she's lacking in real life. What is happening? What? What? I'm not.
She said, "Ooh, mm-mm, mm, out of there."
What? What's wrong with you? What? He says that having his own fingers amputated has made him feel more complete. Yet he says he's only 46% of the way to becoming an alien. And what he has planned next is disturbing. This man hails from Montpellier, France, and his name is Anthony Lafredo. Anthony calls himself the Black Alien. He began his transformation at the age of 27, and in order to look less and less like a human, he's already had tattoos all over his body, as well as numerous cosmetic surgeries such as removing his tongue, nose, ears, and 2 fingers. He's also had his teeth dyed purple and the whites of his eyes black. He even had silicone implants implanted. To justify all this, he explains, first you have to know what you want, then you have to have the courage to say it, and finally you have to have the energy to do it. According to some sources, his next steps are to have his legs amputated and to become very thin. So we wonder what he'll look like when he's reached 100% of his transformation. And more importantly, we wonder why nobody's stopping him because he's clearly hurting himself.
Period. Like what? Just giving trauma as a kid. Like who wants to do all that stuff to them? That's
But he
uh-uh.
says, I'm lucky enough to live the life I want, to do what I want
That
physically.
shouldn't even be illegal.
It's absolute freedom. There's no one to stop me. Except that he still complains when he gets kicked out of public places like certain restaurants.
Yeah, don't nobody want you around and people got kids and stuff. Like, let my kids see something like that. They're gonna be screaming. They're gonna be scared. Like, what? Bro.
Which don't hesitate to ask him to leave.
I just found the scariest video on the internet. Watch with caution.
These girls were in a carnival game. Strange thing is that they were only 3. All over people appear in the video. Wait. The girl in the back never existed.
Oh wow.
Here's another video that's blowing people's minds. Looks like they dug right into the middle of the earth. At least, that's what I thought when I first saw the video. Explanation coming in, part 2.
Flash is on. Alright, let's take a look. What do you think's in there? I don't know. There you go.
Guys, look at the fucking coyote.
Hold on. Why would you go in that house? Like, what? I don't understand why people go in abandoned buildings and stuff. Like, what? Like, I don't know. I just don't get why people do the things that they do sometimes. Like, you got too much time on your hands. I'll be tripping.
We work night security 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. and we see something coming at us at midnight.
Who is it?
It is right there this time. Hello? Hey, no. No, stay there. Hey.
What you mean, stay there? Get the F out. What you talking about? Stay there. What? Tripping.
Dude. It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not okay.
There's more. I see you. Apparently. That's right now.
Bro, what in the ever-loving shit am I looking at right now? Dude, this kid's coming up on me. Like, hey, buddy. Are you okay? You can't be out here. Where's your mommy? Hey, buddy. Holy shit, dude. What in the fuck? Bro, what in the F...
Oh, I can't stand that song.
Is this a skinwalker on his roof?
Mm.
Do you notice something kind of off about this mannequin? For anyone who's familiar with the legend, she is known as La Pascualita. The mannequin has stood in the window of a Mexican bridal shop for more than 90 years, but when she was first placed there, patrons noticed something kind of strange. The detail work on this mannequin was unusual. She was noted with eyebrow hair, veins, and even discoloration around her mouth and ears. But that suspicion soon grew to horror as patrons started to notice that she bore a striking resemblance to the owner's deceased daughter, Pascuala. Pascuala was actually said to be married herself, but ended up dying in a tragedy before her wedding day. Shortly after her death, the mannequin appeared in the window and the legend was born that these were the preserved remains of the owner's daughter. But the most compelling evidence has always been the hands. The hands are shown with wrinkles, they have veins, they even have lifelike fingernails, which is unlike any mannequin I have ever seen. The question remains to this day, could this really be the shop owner's daughter?
So, have you guys ever watched House of Wax? That's what this reminds me of. And the people that was in, well, the wax figures that was at the museum, they were like actually people. Yeah. If you haven't watched House of Wax, it's a good scary movie. But that's what this reminds me of. Oh wow.
Everybody listen up. You need to get in your seats right now. Hey, you can't step forward, please. Facing forward, thank you. That's what I like. Everybody hang on. Is everybody okay? Kids. Kids.
Oh wow. I know he lost his marbles because I would have lost mine. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So what the hell is that?
All hands, hoist the colors high.
I was forced to stay awake
What was that, y'all? Do y'all think that was like a, what is it? Like a water spirit?
for 30 days straight. They call it the Russian sleep experiment. They put 5 of us into a room and released a gas. That made it impossible to go to sleep. We were all captured war prisoners. They were studying us to see what would happen to a human if they stay awake for 30 days. Day 1 everything seemed fine. We were promised freedom after we completed the experiment. But as the days went by, our conversations grew darker. Paranoia took hold, tearing us apart. On day 9, one of us started screaming uncontrollably until his vocal cords gave out. The rest of us smeared our own feces over the glass so they couldn't see us. On the 15th day, they needed to know what was happening. They turned off the gas and opened the doors. They were not ready for the horrific scene they were about to walk into, flesh torn. We consumed our.
First of all, what would possess you to want to volunteer to do something like that? That's crazy.
Own bodies, desperate to stay awake. We
Ugh.
didn't want to leave anymore. We begged them to turn the gas back on, but they refused to help us. Somehow we were able to survive all this, but we knew it would be the end when we fell asleep. Remember us, remember our torment.
People who almost died. This is Morgan Jade.
Blake was crossing the Chesapeake Bay Bridge at around 8:30 on Friday night when she spotted an 18-wheeler speeding towards her. The truck slammed into her 2007 Chrysler Sebring twice, crashing it into the bridge's concrete barrier, then knocking it onto the wall, where it teetered briefly before falling into the water 27 feet below. Blake told the Washington Post that she started to panic as water flowed into her car, but then became calm. She unbuckled her seatbelt and pushed herself out through the car's broken window. After swimming to the surface, she headed to one of the bridge's supports, where a boater found her and helped her until rescuers arrived.
Actual photo of the bridge. Actual photo of the scene. Actual photo of the car.
Where's the actual photo of the person that did it? I'm glad she's good though. That's the important thing.
This is the scariest song in the world, and here's why. Okay, so we all heard this song before, especially if you're into scary things and watch the Insidious movies. But do you know the very disturbing and chilling backstory behind this song? Well, the song is called Tiptoe Through the Tulips, and it was recorded and released in 1968 by American singer Tiny Tim. And when the song was first released, it didn't have the scary reputation it has now. However, this would change during his last ever live performance of the song. On September 28th, 1996, Tiny Tim suffered a heart attack that was pretty miniature while performing at a music festival. And after this happened, his doctors advised him that he wasn't healthy enough to perform on stage anymore. However, Tiny Tim ignored the advice from his doctors and scheduled another concert at a women's club in Minnesota the next month. But right before his performance, he told his wife that he wasn't feeling that good. Nevertheless, Tiny Tim decided to go on stage anyway. And after performing the last song of the night, he suffered a major heart attack on stage and died in front of the crowd. And the song he was performing was Tiptoe Through the Tulips. This song was already terrifying, but it's 100 times more terrifying after knowing this. Now listen to it again after knowing this.
If you see someone behaving like that, run, even if it's your own mother. Her mom had been acting very strange over the past few days, so she ultimately decided to film her.
What she captured is truly terrifying. Look at her eyes. Unfortunately, the end of the story is even more terrifying. After capturing the video, she encouraged her mother to go to bed. However, after about 30 minutes, she began to hear odd noises and found that her mother was no longer in her room. So she decided to search for her in the woods nearby the house. I will show you now what she discovered. You can see her mother, or rather, what she had transformed into, but her mother didn't seem to recognize her anymore.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
Check this out. I'm gonna give you guys a little bonus. Alright, that's about as raunchy as I'm gonna get.
Girl, bye. First of all, you weird. Kissing on a mask, like, what? Talk about a bonus.
Am I trying hard? Oh, no. You did this to yourself.
Oh, wow.
Sweet. God. This is maybe the scariest urban legend I've ever heard, and it ended up being true. Back in the 1970s, there was this terrifying funhouse in Long Beach, California called the Laugh in the Dark. And there was always this urban legend that all the mannequins inside were fake, except for one. Also, mind you, this is what this week's episode is about, so if you don't want spoilers, just listen to the episode. This urban legend came to be because there was one mannequin inside that just looked wrong. All the other ones looked fake, but this one in particular looked way too human. And a bunch of the kids also said the area that the mannequin was in just smelled really, really bad. So a few years go by, and one day a film crew comes in and is using Laugh in the Dark for a film set. The director's lining up a shot, and he just doesn't like the way this one mannequin looks in frame. So he goes over to a crew member, and he's like, hey, can you just move this out of the shot? So the crew member goes over and starts moving the mannequin when its arm pops off. And inside of the mannequin's arm is human bone. The kids had been...
House of Wax. House of Wax. That's what it reminds me of. That's crazy. So somebody was actually in it. What?
Totally right. The mannequin was a mummified body. There's so much more to the story, like who the person was and how they got there, and I talk about the whole thing this week on the episode.
Sheesh. That's crazy. That's crazy. So tell me what you guys thought about the video. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell so you get notifications when I post another video. And I hope everybody is having a blessed day. And till then, bye.